Will the Ukraine war come to an end? Everybody is wishing that the Ukraine war should come to an end because Europe is undergoing a heavy fuel crisis and a recession. We could say that the Ukraine and Russia war is something similar to the World War III because it shows the world is all interconnected. Somewhere down the line, in some place, in the remote place, there's a spark, and the entire world is cringing and it's in this difficult phase. Will it end? Will Putin come to a conclusion and say, okay, let us sit and talk? The answer is no. The main aim of Putin is to bring down the Western countries, the European countries and the NATO countries who are supporting Ukraine. For instance, he has gone and started the fight on the Ukraine side. So, when it comes to casualty, the Russian side will have less casualty. So, for him, there is no pressure or the urgency to stop the war. And he wants to take the war very slowly. Why? When the war is there, he can make his currency pretty strong. The next important thing is many things, water he has been sending outside from Russia, either be food or fuel, is completely cut off. The main person or the main country which is getting hit is the European country. All the European countries are having fuel problem and the recession has set in. This winter they'll be able to manage with the fuel, but coming months it's going to be really tough and there's going to be uprising. If you take the NATO side, the NATO has totally taken over 19 countries and he doesn't want NATO to set in inside because NATO is in the mood of annexing the countries wherever they are going inside. So he wants to stop NATO. He wants to stop the Western world, and that best way for him is to do the war with Ukraine. So Ukraine war, it's going to be an extension and it's not going to stop very easily. Unless Ukraine comes out of NATO, he is not going to stop this war. Russia is not going to stop. Vladimir Putin is not going to stop with Ukraine war. And also, if Ukraine is going to go inside with NATO, which means his dominance, his country is going to have problems, which he really doesn't want to do it. As far as Western countries are concerned, they just want to sell the weapons. They just want to increase the enmity between two neighboring countries, which they have done it between India and Pakistan, Iran and Iraq, and Yemen and Saudi Arabia. Wherever they have supported another country has underwent bloodshed, except in Russia. It's just turning time for them. So unless the NATO withdraws, Ukraine withdraws from signing the treaty with NATO, and unless Western countries stop their supporting with the Ukraine, which they have clandestinely done it without anybody knowing, without doing it in open, without stopping that, without stopping of all the money and the support which is coming to Ukraine, Russia and Vladimir Putin is not going to stop the war. So the Ukraine war and the Russian war is going to have an extension. Thank you.